How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Survival Series. So, our crops are doing pretty well. We got rid of the weeds, which is great. I definitely don't want to do that with herbicide again. We want to buy a machine to do that, a weeder. So, yeah, but we'll look into that after this crop has grown. But otherwise, it looks pretty good. Fertilized very well and no weed issues anymore. But, as you'll see in the top right-hand corner, we've got $14,270, which means I spent some money. And you'll be absolutely correct. So, look at that. How cool is that? So, that is our new log fork. I traded our small one in for this one. And, yeah, I haven't tried it yet. As you can see, it's brand new. I just picked it up from the shop. And I thought I'd just buy it off camera because, well, it's literally just driving up and down. Which is a little bit boring. But it's pretty cool because these things move in and out for smaller logs and things. And it's pretty big. I mean, it's a beefy piece of equipment that. So that was $2,500 for that. I know it's a lot, but I think it'll be worth it. Because I am planning to do quite a bit of logging. But also I got about $700, I think it was the exact number, was $691 back on our old log fork. So it was a bit of a trade-in. And then for $330, I bought us a weight. So this is a 700 kilogram weight. That one over there is about 2.5 tons. So that is very, very heavy. And I think it's a bit heavy for what we've got here in terms of equipment. So, yeah, there we go. We have got a nice 700 kilo. It's very basic. It's just literally concrete and a barrel. But this one, I've also paid a little bit extra, so I've got a trailer hitch on it, which is pretty damn cool. So, if you haven't guessed it already, while we're waiting for the crops to grow, we're going to do some logging today, which is awesome. But I also realized that we've got all of these bales. So I think there's, what was it, 5 of the grass bales and 6 of the, what are they, hay bales, sitting in this shed over here. And it was basically just a back wall is all it was. But I checked them out and they're still good. And I think they might be worth a bit of money. I don't think it's going to be worth a lot. Maybe like, I don't know, $500 for the load. But I thought, while we've got the trailer and everything out, we might as well go and sell them. So we are not actually going to be doing any forestry on this side of the farm. We're going, well, actually the exact opposite side of the farm. But to sell the bales, it's all the way back there. And it also gives us the opportunity to have a look at how our field is doing. And it looks like it's doing pretty well, to be honest. Looking good. I will tell you, it was a little bit difficult doing the fertilizing without any sort of GPS tracking. It's very, very, very difficult to see where you've been already. So it's very hard to sort of stay online and not like massively over fertilize or like miss parts. So that was a little bit difficult. So one thing that I'll definitely look forward to is having some GPS tractors. I mean, we can have GPS fitted to the tractors that we've got. It's just expensive. It's $15,000. But we might do that eventually. Maybe especially to the big John Deere. I don't think I'll do it to the Mercedes, but I think the two that I'll really want that on is the Massey Ferguson and the John Deere. The John Deere, I'm pretty confident will be able to get it. I don't know if the Massey Ferguson will be. That thing's very, very old and very tiny, but you never know. Right. Oh, that was a bit hectic. Right. Actually, we got a bit of money there. We can get rid of those belts. That was some decent money. I don't see like a round number. What was that? About $2,000? That's a lot more than what I thought we'd get. Dang. $2,000. That's not bad. If that keeps up, I might see if we can hire a baler. Just like rent one. Rent a baler and bale our fields. I don't think we can bale canola. But I think we might be able to bale the oat. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the harvester. The swath that it puts out. I'll have to check if we can row that. And it might be worth just hiring a baler, because obviously we don't have a baler, but it might be worth hiring or renting one, not hiring one. renting a baler for the day and doing some baling work. That could be worthwhile. I mean, if it's less than about $2,000, because I think we'll get a trailer load off of the 2 fields if we can do canola, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. But we'll see. If the renting is less than $2,000, it'll probably be worth it to bale it up. Even if we just stash the bales for now and just keep it as a sort of an emergency fund, maybe just drop them in the back of a shed somewhere. Maybe the shed where the harvester's at, because I don't really leave a lot of equipment around there. Oh, and the excess herbicide is back in the big tank. And I just cleaned up a little bit. I moved the tractors around, I put some implements away. So just cleaned up the farm a little bit, make it look all nice and neat. And yeah, just so it doesn't become a complete mess. But yeah, the only 2 things that I really store in that big shed is the harvester and the big John Deere. So yeah, it's a bit of a waste of space. And really the John Deere can go into the shed where the seeder and everything is. So that's where I've been leaving it for the last while, but I put it back in the main shed. So, but yeah, I mean, there's no reason why it can't be in the other shed. It'll be absolutely fine there. The Ford I tend to leave where we got the bales. I tend to just leave it there with the pallet sort of attachment on it. And this Mercedes, I just park wherever. I'm not too bothered about it really. And then the Massey Ferguson just stays in the little shed with the sprayer. So yeah, this is kind of the area that I'm thinking about doing a bit of logging. So I don't know if I'm actually going to use the trailer. I might use the trailer. I brought it anyway. I might use it. I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be easier just loading a bunch of logs up, cutting them short and loading a bunch of logs in the front loader on the tractor here, in that log fork, because it's pretty big, and just driving them around the corner here, because we're not going a long distance. So it might be worth just doing that, driving them around the corner, just throwing them in there. Yeah, driving around, although we'll have to cut them a bit shorter to do that, because I'll have to move them by hand. But anyway, we are gonna jump into some cutting. I think we'll come back a little bit later on and do all of the stumping, so getting rid of all of these tree stumps. I think we'll do that later on, but for now I'm gonna get on with this job, and I think I'm gonna throw you guys in a time lapse, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I will say this thing is a bit more complicated than our previous log fork, so if you see me struggling with it, then just bear with me, because it is, like I say, a little bit more complicated than the previous one, and I need to learn how to use it properly again. So yeah, controls are a little bit different, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're gonna jump into a time lapse, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, that is our first load that I've cut, and it took a while, I'll tell you what. That is not a quick job, but we cleaned out some of that area, which is nice. And you'll also notice we've got our old log fork back. It's just clean. But it turns out the other log fork is just too big for this tractor. This thing cannot, even with the weight on the back, it cannot really lift more than one log at a time. Two if it's two small ones, but it just turns out that thing is not made for this tractor. So I thought I'd give it a go, but it's all good. We got our money back for that, so it's not a big deal. It was worth trying it for a little while, see what happens. But yeah, back to the old style. I think what we really need is a proper forestry trailer that's got a crane arm on it. That would be freaking ideal, but that is expensive. That's like 50 grand for the cheapest one. But here we are with our first load. I think we'll be doing multiple loads today. But first load, let's see what we get. We've got some decent logs here. Not too bad at all. Let's see where it's at. There we go, $10,688. That's actually pretty dang good. The log prices must have gone up a little, because last time we had a load similar to that and we only got about $6,000. So $10,000, that's definitely not bad at all. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'm not going to bore you guys with another time lapse. I think what we'll do is I'm going to carry on with some logging, and I'll catch up with you guys when I drop off the final load, and we'll see where we're standing money wise, and then we'll head back to the farm. Maybe we can even buy a pressure washer to get some of this equipment cleaned up finally, and we'll come back later to get all of these stumps grinded up. We do have the tool for that, so that is great. But yeah, I'm gonna grab the chainsaw and carry on with this, and I'll catch up with you guys a little bit later on. Alrighty, we are back and cleared out a pretty good spot here. So everything's loaded on the trailer, and I'll tell you what, it wasn't really easy. We've got a really long one sticking out here, so that's all good. It's a little bit awkward, but it's okay. And not a huge pile. I don't think we're going to get as much as we did for the first one, but if we can get around, I don't know, $6,000-$7,000, I'm pretty happy, I'll tell you what. Oh, this is heavy. Dang it, that is full power right there. This is heavy, which is good. It is good. So, yeah, we cleared out quite a bit there. We'll have to come back at some stage with the stump grinder and grind all of that out, because that is going to become a problem eventually. But for the moment, it's okay, not too bad. So I hope we're gonna get a good price. I really hope we do. I mean, it's not a bad load. It'll just be a lot easier with sides on the trailer. Because, yeah, this just tends to roll off. But, yeah, those trailers are, yeah, around $50,000 for a trailer with some sides on it. So, a little bit on the expensive side. Definitely not something we're going to buy anytime soon, I don't think. But it would be nice. But we'll buy it eventually. I think our farm is doing pretty well right now. Okay, that was not very happy, but let's see. Boom. Oh, 9,500. That is not bad at all. Jeez, I'm kind of tempted just to go cut down one more tree to make up that $100. That was like $40 to get to 40,000. But I'm pretty happy with that, actually. Very happy. So, yeah, I mean, can't complain about that too much. So we're up to just about $40,000. And I think what we can do next is, since we've got a bit of money right now, we'll have to stock up on some things. We'll have to stock up on... I wonder, can we go left there to go back to the farm? I'm not sure. I need to learn these roads, really. But I think what we can do is we can take the trailer with the Ford tractor and stock up on some seed bags. And we can also stock up on... Well, if we're going to do seed bags, we might as well take the Mercedes. Just change the front end out. But I think I might do that off screen. I think I'll stock up on some seed bags, some fertilizer. Not going to buy any herbicide. I might buy some more lime because we're going to need that soon. And yeah, the crop's still looking good. No complaints there. But yeah, I think it'll be a good time to do that. And we might even look into buying a pressure washer. I'm not sure how much that costs, but it might be a good time to look into that since we've got a bit of money right now. And we've also got our entire yield of both fields still coming in. So that harvest is the word I'm looking for. Why the hell did I yield? But yeah, basically we've got our entire harvest of our 2 fields still coming in. And we can always go do a bit more forestry if we absolutely need to. I think what I will do is let's take the weight and we'll drop it off next to the other weights. Over there. And yeah, that should be absolutely fine right there. I think that thing worked pretty well. Lower it down. There we go, beautiful. And we'll also get rid of this front attacher. But another thing that I want to do, and we might do that in the next episode, is I want to get some chickens. I just don't know where to put the chickens once we get them. So yeah, that's something that I really want to do. And I don't know, should we put them... I don't know, maybe closer to the house? Maybe we'll need to clear out a space around the house where we can put our chickens, but yeah, I don't know. I'll think about that one for a little bit. There we go, get rid of that. And yeah, I mean, we might as well just leave the tractor here, why not? Like so. That's fine. Beautiful. I love that tractor. It's a great, great tractor. Just a cool looking tractor as well. It's awesome. But, yeah, so crops are still doing good. I think they'll probably be getting a little bit taller soon. But yeah, I don't know. This herbicide and things, I don't think we're going to use it again. But we might as well leave the tank here in case we need it. It's just a bit of an eyesore. I might put it behind the shed or something, or maybe put it in a shed somewhere. We could even drop it in here and use it as sort of a backstop. I don't know. But I want to get some of this equipment put away somewhere. I don't know, see, like this bucket and stuff. I actually want to, yeah, move some of this around, but maybe not immediately, but eventually. But for now, I think our farm is doing pretty freaking well. So I don't think we're going to create another field just yet, because we've got 2 fields to deal with, and that takes a lot with fertilizing, and I think it's going to take a long time with harvesting those 2 fields, because our harvester is pretty damn small. So yeah, I think for now we'll stick to the 2 fields. I think we're sort of at capacity with what we can do with the equipment that we've got. Also the seeder and things are very slow going, and yeah, it'll just take ages if we do another field. So I think for now I want to start looking into some animals, even if it's just chickens. I don't know, maybe we'll stick them in the back there or something. I don't know. I want to, well, maybe even that side. I just want to get some animals on the farm. That'll be freaking cool if we can do that. So yeah, maybe some chickens in the next episode. I'm not 100% sure yet. Maybe a little bit of a cleanup job in between as well. I don't know if I'll do that off camera. I probably will. And then yeah, harvest coming soon as well, and maybe a bit more forestry in between, because that actually pays pretty damn well. We can buy some nice equipment just doing forestry, so that's awesome. But enough rambling for now. That is going to be it for today, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and I will see you all next time.